Hey, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope, and this one is for you, Aries. I must confess, I am a fellow Aries with both Aries and Aries as my rising sign. So this goes out to all of you out there from someone in your own sun sign. And can I just say for a minute, thank goodness that Uranus has finished its journey through Aries. My people, my people, if you're in Aries over the past 7.5 years, you may have felt some of that shaking influence. Shake it up, move it out, getting you to change your life when the planet of Uranus, which is pretty feisty, went through our very feisty, fiery sign of Aries, and anyone born under that sign felt some influence depending on when your birthday is. Well, luckily last month Uranus moved into Taurus. It's going to go kind of raise the roof with that sign for a while. And hopefully you're settling into some of the new changes and challenges that you took on sometime during the past 7.5 years. Now, the good news for you this month is that the new moon is in the sign of Aries. Now, if you were born April 5th or within a few days on either side, this is a big deal. This signifies very big year ahead with new beginnings. The April 5th new moon is also just a very powerful time for everybody because the Aries new moon kicks off the cycle of the zodiac for new moons for the year. So it makes it kind of like another astrological new year. I look at the time when the sun moves into Aries at the equinox as one of the main astrological new years, but really this first Aries new moon following the equinox is also a big deal. And Jan Spiller mentions this specifically in her book New Moon Astrology as one of the most powerful new moons of the year. And she has people do a special collage that she calls a treasure map to use that to manifest your dreams. So keep in mind that Mercury was retrograde last month and we're coming out of that shadow. I would get ready to spring into action after the 15th when we've officially cleared that last Mercury retrograde shadow, but definitely use the April 5th new moon to write down your intentions. Now, the sun is in the sign of Aries through the 19th. It's lighting up the first house of self for Aries or Aries rising people. It kind of highlights your strengths. Others may admire your ability to take care of yourself, speak up on your own behalf. These are all wonderful Aries traits. And on the 20th, the sun will ingress into Taurus, and that's going to shift your focus more to finances. Think about long-term planning for your future security and anything you can do to create more stability in your life. We've got 3 outer planets stationing retrograde this month. This is not as big of a day-to-day personal influence as something like a Mercury retrograde, but it is sort of a backdrop, and it's good to know when this happens and how to work with it. So we've got the planet Jupiter, which rules luck and opportunity, stationing retrograde on April the 10th. So for you, it might be harder to find opportunities you desire from external sources. You'll be successful when you explore ways to innovate plans for yourself under this astrology, and that's going to be between April the 10th and August the 11th of this year. And be really willing to learn some new skills. This Jupiter retrograde cycle is a lot about education and skill building for you and taking on kind of a sense of adventure, admitting what you don't know first and foremost, and then pursuing the knowledge that you need. We've got a Libra full moon on the 19th. This is lighting up the partnership area of your chart. It's going to really highlight partnership issues for you. It will be easier to see your relationships of all kinds, whether it's a friendship, a romantic partnership, or even a business partnership. You'll see a lot more clarity around these relationships this time of the month at the full moon. You can use this energy to assess your agreements and determine any steps you need to create more equity in your dealings if things have been feeling a bit unbalanced. Now, I mentioned there was 3 planets stationing retrograde. The other 2 are Pluto and Saturn. That's towards the end of the month. And again, these stay in retrograde for months at a time. I believe that Pluto is going to station direct again around September, and then Saturn in October, or it could be the other way around, but they're both kind of following a similar cycle. So we've got between now and the fall with this energy in the background. It's a chance to slow down and review your current path. It's somewhat career related for Aries. It's touching in that part of your chart, and you can certainly make progress with these planets in retrograde, but you have to rely on your inner strength and sort of take on that pull yourself up by the bootstraps mentality, because Capricorn is a sign ruling hard work and commitment. It's really not a good time to cut corners or try to blame others. You're going to have to step up and take responsibility for your own success. Now, authority figures probably won't be offering you a lucky break between now and the fall, but instead, just demonstrate your work ethic and commitment to finishing what you started, and you can earn the reward or recognition that you seek. So just to clarify, Saturn will go direct in September, and Pluto will go direct in October. I think I may have swapped that. So I want to make sure and get it right for you, Aries. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and I will see you next month with your horoscope. If you'd like to watch every month, you can subscribe to janspiller.com. Have a great month.